So I got 1400 damage
You failed to liberate
per
your
second.
brothers. Just as you recapture the pagan. Don't let him escape.
That does.
Someone's telling me to. I was like, I'm not getting enough gear with resistances.
By the dreamer's will, I have another chance.
By the first ones, you're alive. I'm glad to see another mill now. I would appreciate it if you could.
That's actually 160 damage
Clear fell.
per second less with the higher
Rest
one
now. I will see about this miller.
because it's 2 levels lower. Let's see. Okay, so that's
My training continues.
that's
Power.
that's
But at
lightning
what cost?
damage. That's doing more damage overall with the forehand, so that's not really impacting why I'm dying.
Is it cheating
Guess
if I
I'm just-
find or if I use things that I put in my stash from the character before?
No. Why would that? Like, they're there for you to use, you know what I mean? I don't think it's cheating.
No mana.
No mana. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No Moana. Oh my god. Yawn.
Alright.
I'm gonna do a couple of my. I heard a conversation that a streamer was putting out today that the
Is that
the Trial of Chaos and the Trial of Suck My Ass are pretty good for farming currency.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I've got a couple of low-level Trial of Chaoses I'm gonna try. I almost beat the 7-room Trial of Chaos earlier today, but I need more movement speed on my gear. Oh, that reminds me. Let me go to the trading network to see about gear. So filter, item category, loot, add filter. Maximum life.
Shadowlands? I do not.
Skill
I
always beats raw strength.
stepped away for that one.
Yeah, I remember that
Well done.
shitty expansion.
Please come inside.
It wasn't really shitty. It wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite. Yeah, 2 hours ago, an hour ago was the last time someone put up a pair of boots was hours ago with movement speed and max life on them. Let me
How
take
are
the
the
max
Ezrahites
life
from
off. I
I
just care about the
remember
movement.
I remember our battle
Well, I'm
battle
not
for
fair. I shall
Azeroth.
bring you what
Hey Viceroy, how are you, man?
There's a beast.
Hope all is well.
Stick to the
Why
carrot.
does it show me things that were listed
The
4
discipline
days
of the
ago?
forge has taught him strength.
Thanks, Bahu. Appreciate the gifted sub.
Have we? The name's fit. Who knows what prices away?
Doing pretty well. Cannot complain.
Sure.
It's been a pretty
I'll take
solid day.
I mean, you could complain. It wouldn't do any good, though, Dave.
Not
True.
surprised to see a thief in a place
That
like
is factual. So we're gonna do that.
You mean watching the boss monsters kill Dave?
I'm keeping the resistances on.
The purple stuff's chaos resistance, right?
I think it is, yes. And
I
that's
think
why I dodged it. I was like, I'm gonna stay away from it. And then I just was like,
This may sound
let's fuck around and find out. Well, I found out.
Yeah, you did. But that's why it does so much damage, because especially early on, it's so hard to get chaos resistance.
So Viceroy, tonight I'm going to do hardcore solo self-found, and I had a level 8. He hit level 9, and then I hit a purple ball of chaos damage that said, "Ha, start over." So
Then you hit the starting line again.
So then I hit the delete character and restart. And Bahu, yes. Most of the time, yes. I would say you feel much more power when you get a new piece of gear. So for example, this staff will do wonders for the next couple levels, and then once I get something a little bit higher level, I'll feel a massive boost.
They do a pretty good job about balancing that too. So you slowly notice the change, right? Like And if you don't react to it, there will come a point where it's like, holy shit, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like it's very rarely that it's like you go in, you're all of a sudden overwhelmed. It's usually a slow progression to being overwhelmed. At least that's what I found. There are times though where it's like, if you don't pay attention to stuff, especially when switching acts, that it does get to a point. It's like, okay, I just can't compete here. Yeah, this game is very much like that. The gear is, I mean, everything's based around the gear in this game pretty much. All of your skills are affected by it.
So waypoint is like in Diablo. You click the little waypoint thingy and you can pick what other waypoint on the map you want to go. So for example, probably shouldn't do this on hardcore, but so like these are different waypoints. Checkpoints, if I were playing softcore, as long as I've uncovered a checkpoint, if I die, it spawns me to the closest checkpoint that I've uncovered. But the other thing they just added, which is nice, is since the maps are pretty large, I can go to a checkpoint I uncover. So if there's a checkpoint here, I could click it, it'll pull up a map, and I can click any other checkpoint I've discovered and teleport there.
That was a nice addition.
It was an amazing addition.
Each victory is but another milestone on the endless path.
Yeah. It made things much, much better in my opinion. So like, boom, there's a checkpoint, I can click it and then teleport over here if I wanted to. So me being the type of person that likes to uncover the entire map, it made things very nice for me. Oh, I saw death. Oh, I see death again. Need more cowbell. I know. I know. I was getting to the point too where I almost had the Tempest Flurry so I could use the bell. Oh, I was doing so well too. Very disappointed in myself.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I normally like games where I have to traverse, but if it makes sense, like I'd rather click a checkpoint in this game rather than spend 2 minutes, 3 minutes, however long it might be, running with nothing to do because I killed everything already.
I carry few possessions, and I don't have room for that.
Oh, yeah, I know. I think slowly but surely they've been trying to get rid of that and
Yes.
Yeah,
actually put a portal or something.
they've made a lot of changes to being able to move through the game without having to wait on the taxi service like they used to.
I like to hold
There's
on.
still
Oh,
some
I
of
like
that
this one.
in the game that you kind of are never going to get away from. But they put portals in enough places that
Goodbye.
you can take them in. It's reasonable.
Who knows what?
Yeah, I did. I agree, Bahu. That was a nice thing in Arcade. I mean, you could play a mage in WoW and never have to worry about it. But then again, that only gets you to main cities, not like other places.
Can't remember if I killed this ice witch before or after I killed the devourer.
Yeah, Ashes of Creation looks really, really interesting, man. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I thought like the little bit of the alpha that I played was pretty cool.
Was the alpha only out for so long?
Yeah.
Do they have a projected timeline on like beta or anything like that?
Oh, is alpha still up? I thought they took it down.
Oh, it's still up. Okay.
Oh no, they wiped it. That's right. I remember they reset it or they reset something in it because people were being dickheads duping shit. Yeah. I'll have to pop on that and check it out. I am really interested in that game. There's a lot of stuff in that game that I thought was really cool when I was playing it. I mean, it still needs work, which I mean, it's an alpha, so like that's understandable. But I think there was a good bit of polish already on the game. The the crafting system looks really interesting, and yeah,
A foul
it's
man
definitely a game that I could
foul
see like
creature.
if it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's if I can find a groove in it, I have a feeling I could spend some time in that game.
What's that, Ashes?
Yeah. It's got some comparative elements to Arcade that I like. So it's interesting to me. Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I did tell you that I won my my Facebook battle with that chick today.
Did you tell him about that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I
funny.
did. I have so much fun with that stuff, man. Like, yeah.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Oh, this is that stupid bird guy. Yeah, he died quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yeah, I agree. I think if another company besides Tryon had gotten that game, Facebook battles, yeah, that's always been my main game.
I know,
I
right?
love fighting with people.
He'll come on. It'll be like a Saturday morning, and so I was trolling this person on Facebook yesterday. And I already know. Just like, here we go. I remember him telling me stories.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
Bahu would log in and be like, I didn't even do nothing. They're like, yeah, we don't care. We don't like fellas, you're going. And then I'd be like, yeah, well, you sucked anyhow. But I agree with you, Bahu. Like, Tryon seriously mismanaged that game. Like, if a different game company had gotten a hold of it, I think it could have been really, really solid game. Like a really good game.
Yeah, he told me a great many stories back when we were
Yeah, do it again.
running Vanguard.
But I mean, I always had good reasons, man. They were being dickheads. They really were.
I swear.
Yes? Give me not sure what I'm going to do with it, but cheers. Later.
A lot of the time, what really pissed me off about him was just that game was just so full of trolls and people that were just intentionally trolling people. I think I did. I think I did show them that. So in that message you sent, Bahu, the word retard got flagged as a bad word. Which, like, I get it, but like the guild we were in was called Retard Mafia.
Oh.
Like their logo was the handicap signal. Wasn't the guy that ran that like handicapped or something? If he wasn't, he acted it. I'm gonna deny that one.
Yeah, I have the general moderated stuff on. I don't even know what it would be called.
Yeah,
like the
it's
baseline.
fine. What was his name? I know Juddick was a doorknob. That guy was a real piece of work. The dude was like the dude Juddick, he tried to be this uniting force on the server, which wasn't a bad idea, right? Like it was a cool idea on the server because Thunderhawk was the bad guy, right? Like he was heavily leaning into the I'm the villain of the server kind of role, which he did well, and like it was fine. So Juddick was trying to be, you know, quote unquote, the hero of the server, and you were able to fight for different castles in this game, different like locations, and you would earn resources off of people having land in those areas. So one day, Thunderhawk's group attacked Juddick's allies group, Retard Mafia's castle. And Juddick was like, yeah, I'll be there, I'll help you out, I got your back, you know, we're in this together. Well, Juddick had something come up, right? Like he had something to do. Well, and Juddick was like one of the top geared people. I'll tell him about it. Juddick was one of the top geared people on the server at the time. And oh, sorry, I can't make it. But as the war's going on, dude's up in the area that they're losing the land to Thunderhawk's group, selling his land off. Like he's trying to make money off of it. I was like, wow. So you could put, and I think I still have it somewhere. You could put your own images on sales, crates, uh, like everything. They even had shirt things that you could put it on, right? So I made everybody used to call me a raging asshole, right? So or a bloody raging asshole because there were a lot of European people. So I
Mm-hmm.
made a sail that had a giant asshole on it, like a real asshole, with a little animated blood drop on it, and it said rage across the top of it because I was a raging asshole. And I got the picture of the butthole from my wife because she took a picture of my butthole.
Nice. Unbelievable.
Then there was a time where we were sitting in guild chat one day, and I was telling people about where I got it from. And people were like, "You didn't do that. You don't do that." Well, so I shared them the stock image of my asshole. Everybody
That
in that chat
is
got
funny.
to see my brown eye. Oh yeah. Don't test me. I will go further than you. Yeah. And they knew my shit, man. Yeah. It would take some people like a while to figure it out, right? They, what is that? And then when I told them, they're like, "Oh my god!" Like they'd be all offended and stuff. I'm like, "Well, you didn't have to ask." I used to love stealing ships from people, man. Like that was so fun. Like you could fish in the game like different fishing holes, and the ocean was PvP all the time. And we would go out and we would like hunt the other. So you had well, really three, but two main factions, the east and the west, essentially. And we would go out and we would steal fishing boats from the other faction, and everybody in the group, there'd be like 5 of us. The 4 of them would attack the fishing boat, and I'd just swim underneath. And I'd wait for the person holding the wheel to get off the wheel, and I'd go into stealth, climb up onto the boat, and I'd just drive it away. And they'd eventually catch on. They'd be like, "Where'd the boat go?" And I'm just driving it away from the, because the further you got away from the person who owned the boat, it would eventually
None of it's
despawn.
junk bad.
So I would just drive it away and take their shit.
Wow.
We were in one
Guess I can
PvP
help
area
move
one
them
night
forward.
driving around, and we seen someone from the other faction driving their cart, which had packs of resources in it, into one of the PvP areas. So I grabbed my oldest daughter at the time, who was like 13, and I said, "Get over here on this computer." And she did, and I said, "All right, now you sit on this here," and we drove it into the safe area. I was like, "Just sit there." And like as we're like killing the person, because they're trying to come back and get their stuff, right? As we're killing them to get the cart to the area where we can keep it, she looks over at me. She goes, "Dad,
Feeling lucky.
this is so exciting."
Bye then.
I was like, "Well, now you understand why we do it, babe." And she goes, "Yeah, I do."
That's funny.
She's been playing a lot of Fortnite lately.
Your oldest daughter?
Yeah. Her roommate got her a Switch for her birthday or something, and her and Emma have been playing. Emma really likes Fortnite too. Emma plays Black Ops. Emma's not bad at Black Ops. Oh, the good old days. I did enjoy Arcade, man. Like I had a lot of fun in that game. It's a shame that it was reduced to what it was, because it really could have been a good game. The ocean combat was phenomenal. Like there has not been a game that I've experienced that play style anything like it. Like it was a really cool idea, man. Like it's just so unfortunate that the people that ran the game just didn't care. Like later, Bahu.
Have a good one,
They just
Bahu.
They just didn't give a shit about the integrity of the game, about community structure. Like everybody in the game was a troll. Like the people who ran the game, basically their developers, were like the shittiest of pirates.
Jeez.
Like they wouldn't just steal your stuff from you, like they'd troll you after they stole your stuff from you. which, like, that's part of the game, getting your stuff stolen, right? But when they stand over you and tell you to kill yourself, that, you're shit at the game, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it didn't take long for that game to die out.
No, and if there is leftover, like, I don't know, explosive, deadly poison on the ground or something that hasn't popped off yet, just because the boss dies, you better watch out. It's kind of
Hey,
cool.
my daughter's calling. I'll be right back.
Ah,
Sorry, I was just.
now this won't. Oh well.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I need some rings.
I have dreamt of this place as of late.
So I've been tweaking the warrior build a little bit. I think I made
Nice.
some decent touches for up through, I don't know, like level 60. So I'm gonna... I know I made some touches last night to her stuff, but that was like quick and in the moment.
Yeah.
So I was able to sit down today and actually look at the proper support gems and whatnot and try to make the build a little bit smoother.
That's cool. Dude, I'm excited for Sunday.
What's Sunday?
I have my handgun qualification licensing class.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. So I'm gonna take that Sunday, and then on Monday I'll be going down to the gun store to submit my paperwork,
Boom. Love that for you.
and then hopefully by the end of January I'll get my paperwork back that I can own a handgun, and then once I get that paperwork back, I'll probably apply for my wear and carry sometime around March or April. So that way, like midsummer, I should be able to get my wear and carry.
Nice, bro.
I've never owned a gun before, so I kind of want to take it a little slow. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I can't remember if I asked you this. Do you have ranges nearby or like little...
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a couple of public ranges, but there's I'll probably end up joining a range. All of the way that all of the public ranges work is like you have to use their ammo and shit.
Gotcha.
So I'll end up probably joining a range or something, because I think I can join them relatively cheap.
Savor the field.
So here's the Fort Hill Rifle and Pistol Club, which is actually so if you look at this map, that's the place there.
Mm-hmm.
I live over here.
It's not too far.
The old magics.
No, probably about 10 minutes.
What happened here? This ship.
see.
There is a battle. Renly will know. I'll wait
There's
here.
two
The
here.
old magics will protect me.
9 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's not bad at all.
No, that's really good.
There's a couple ranges nearby here, or sportsmen's clubs. Unfortunately, they're all like full. I could probably get into one further away, but I'm talking 30 to an hour, depending.
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
like,
for where you live, that's not bad though. Like the only reason this one's so close is because I literally live in the middle of no fucking where. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like it looks like it's close to me, but like look at like there's nothing here.
Yeah.
So there's that one. I don't know if they're full or not, but I went to the page and it's $75 for 2025 to be a
For the
member.
full year?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
It's not bad. Pretty good.
And then there's other ones. There's the Chambersburg. And then there's 3 public ranges here. Green Ridge State Forest. Let's see what that is.
What foulness dwells here?
Oh, look. Costs us $5 a day or $25 for a yearly permit at this public range. Fuck yeah. $25 for a year, that's right up my alley. Hey. So part of the reason that I'm getting my my handgun license and I want to get my wear and carry is because I want to become a process server, which is essentially a person who serves subpoenas on people and
I
shit.
had a feeling that's what that was.
Because one of the sheriffs only the sheriffs will only do certain subpoenas. So the courts will only do certain ones. So that means the lawyers have to hire someone out to serve their papers that are the more difficult subpoenas, divorce documents, things like that to be served. And you know, I'll give a subpoena to someone, and if I have Eddie working with me, I can, we'll just split whatever the cost is on the things.
Care to take a look? Take a punt. Not bad.
These things at?
Hey, who knows? Not sure what I'm gonna do with it. But
Farewell, hero.
Sorry, I was just. Goodbye.
Try and do this one. I can't believe it's already 8:30, man.
Damn.
Ooh, Grip of Winter Firm Bracers.
Oh, well.
Doesn't seem too bad.
Forgot to hit the well. There's the Grim Tangle.
I won't be getting through here.
Oh shit, the game just crashed on me. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't affect my key that I was running. That'll suck.
I think I've had it do that once on me, like it just shuts down. Hasn't seemed to be a reoccurring thing.
Yeah, I think this is the second time it's happened to me. It happened once early on. Yep, took my fucking thing away from me.
Did it?
Yeah, it wasn't an
sucks.
ascendancy one, but
Still.
damn, that's irritating. It's my highest level 1 that I had.
I need mana.
That sucks because that was a unique bracers that I had for the first option there.
Oh! Too bad I can't use the darn thing. Just had a unique two-handed mace drop.
Ooh, nice.
No mana.
There's an exalted. Yes, thank you.
The Red Vale.
The Red Wedding.
Generations of
That was a very sad scene.
and for what?
The revenge scene was pretty good, where she made him eat his own kids in the meat pies.
Yeah, it was.
That was pretty fucking savage. I was like, wow.
Yep.
Loathsome creature.
That whole series was a little off the chain.
Felt like it was pretty good though. What I started doing though was because it was coming out when I was on my which deployment? I think it was my first deployment, maybe second deployment. I can't remember. I think it was second deployment. So I bought the books and I read the book, the first one, because season
Yep.
1 was the one that released, and I read the book first, and then watched the show, and it was incredible. So between the two, as I was reading, it was like I was watching the show in my head.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
that is cool. I've always liked reading because that's kind of how I feel whenever I read something. I've always kind of feel that way.
Thunder! The forest moves.
There you go, Dave. Look at that exalt. Ooh, 2 exalted, man.
Right?
Nice. That's delicious. I've got the same mace, that unique one that you got there.
Yeah. Like,
I picked it up somewhere along the way.
drop me a quarterstaff, PoE.
What? You mean drop you something you need?
I know. Love it.
Now you be talking crazy, Dave.